Guys, we're in Vault 111 today for the Otaku Brothers.
Oh.
Welcome back! This is episode 111.
That's
111 weeks we've done this show, so
111 weeks. Every time you say triple digits, Ben, it gets even crazier. But shout out the Fallout reference, man. Love Fallout. That was a good.
thank you.
That was a good one.
It was the W reference, right?
It was a great reference. It was a great reference. But also, I like you rocking the wallet too, Ben. You're nice. You're cozy. It means you're ready to go. You're ready to go and hit up this podcast. I'm very excited because we got a great episode with a lot of fun topics.
Do
But
we?
but first of all, I want to ask you, Ben, before we get straight away, what's going on in the background right now? You got some spring cleaning?
Stuff I haven't put away.
I don't know. Sorry.
That's just a bag and paper towels on my bed.
Okay, well, I'm that okay. anyways, yeah, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the podcast. We got a great episode for you all today. I am very excited, Ben, because a lot's been going on in the world right now, dude. Especially in the world of basketball. For all of you basketball fans out there, basketball lovers, a lot of NBA trade deadline has just come up, and oh my gosh, so much craziness has been happening over these last couple of days, Ben. It's pretty crazy. I don't know about you, but is there like in soccer, Ben? Is there like are there trade deadlines, or is it? Because I know soccer's kind of a lot more, not year round, but it's like a bit more.
No, people trade in and out,
Oh really?
like whenever, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no like deadlines. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Well, that's cool. But yeah, so there was a big deal that happened involving a player named Luka Doncic to the LA Lakers. So that was kind of crazy and out of nowhere, but it happened. It was exciting, a lot of fun. I was calling my cousin friends, and it was just all over. It was wild. So that was fun. But yeah, Ben, a lot of fun stuff has been happening in the world of anime recently. And another cool
Has
thing,
there been?
no, not really. But I did want to tell you about something cool I got to watch finally this past week on at my school. I got to watch, Ben, one of possibly my new favorite Studio Ghibli movies of all time. I watched Grave of the Fireflies.
Oh, really?
Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
It is it's very sad. It's very
It is
sad.
very
It's a
sad,
lot
yeah.
different. I was very surprised that it was Studio Ghibli. I mean, the art style is the exact same, but in the sense of whenever you think of like Studio Ghibli movies, they're a lot more magical and like fantastical, I guess, with a lot more mythical elements. And this
Hmm.
one's very grounded and just very dark and gruesome and depressing. There's a lot of death, there's a lot of sadness, and it was really good. It was really good, but yeah, like I said, still kind of depressing and stuff. I was not really expecting it to be that sad. I had heard it was very sad, but boy oh boy, that was yeah, I needed to go like I don't know, I needed to go look at a rainbow after that, for sure. It was very much like, dang, life is just horrible.
Yeah.
So yeah, when did you first watch it? I didn't know you've seen it before. That's cool.
I watched it like years ago. I don't know.
Really?
That was one of the first Ghibli movies I watched.
Oh wow.
Besides Ponyo. Ponyo was the
Hmm.
first.
I actually haven't seen Ponyo. I need to binge like a bunch of Studio Ghibli movies. I think the only ones I've really sat through are Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, and um, oh my gosh, Boy and the Heron. So
Mhm.
yeah, and now Grave of the Fireflies. Oh, I saw Pocoroko. That was a good one too. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's a couple I've seen, but definitely want to get through them all. And that was one thing that we missed when we went to Japan. We didn't get to go check out the Studio Ghibli stuff, which was unfortunate. But hey, next time, right? So yeah. But I guess Ben, since we're talking about movies, since we're talking about movies, dude, we did also watch another movie last night. Um, it was interesting. We it's a very change of pace from Grave of the Fireflies, but also not too far off in some weird way. Yeah, me and Ben and some of our other buddies watched Eyes Wide Shut, the Stanley Kubrick movie, and it was something. I actually didn't Ben. I feel like I didn't really get to hear much of your thoughts afterwards. But what was your opinion on that? If you would like to explain what that movie was or is.
I don't know. I feel like I didn't really go anywhere. I wish there it went more like. Anyways, it's about this doctor and really just out of nowhere he.
Yes.
Well, I guess it's not out of nowhere, but he meets up with his old friend that he went to medical school with,
Hmm.
and he turns out to be this pianist for this kind of really high level like invite only party. Like you have to know someone and have money to get into this thing.
Hmm.
So he's just the pianist and he sits there blindfolded and plays, but he's sitting talking with them, and they call him and tell him the password. And so he knows the password, but he doesn't know where it is, and so he convinces his friend to tell him where it is. So he goes to it uninvited, but he knows how to get in and whatnot. And he just kind of
Hmm.
sees what these people are doing, which is kind of weird.
Just a little
It's
bit.
kind of a big
Just a bit.
orgy. Um, and that was it. Then they find out that he's not actually like supposed to be there, and they tell him to leave and whatnot. And he keeps trying to look into it, and they just tell him not to.
Mischief
Um,
ensues.
yeah, but apart from that, I don't know. It didn't feel like nothing really happened besides that.
Really?
And then the whole rest of the story, like he was having marital issues.
Hmm.
Um, but then at the end, like we see that the mask that he had worn to the party was in his house, and then he starts freaking out. But yeah, I didn't really like it, to be honest. It was weird.
Whoa. Okay. No, that's fair. I definitely think it wasn't as great as I was expecting, but I still really liked it. I did like the ending of. I really like the ending of it with him and his wife in the toy store talking while their daughter's running around. I thought that was a great ending to summarize kind of the theme of the movie. But it was good. It was. I liked it. I think I don't know. I liked the mystery of it. I liked how we kind of don't get every answer and everything solved in it, in the sense of seeing how we don't see really who's behind the mask, and we kind of have these people spoken for by that one scene where he's in his room with his or where he's in that pool table room talking to that one guy who we met at the very beginning, and it's kind of this whole entity. These people are being spoken about through him. He's speaking for them, and we don't really get a lot of our questions answered in the sense of we don't see what happens to the piano guy. We don't really know if it was the prostitute who was killed, although we can assume it was her. But it's just I like movies like that where there's a lot of you got to come up with your own conclusion. So I thought it was good. Tom Cruise did actually a really good job acting. I'm not really, to be honest, a big Tom Cruise fan, so that was a pleasant surprise. But yeah, and I think it's just also cool learning about the lore behind the movie in the sense of knowing about what happened to Stanley Kubrick immediately after and the stuff with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. So there's a lot of cool real life implications that I don't know make it a lot more grander of a story. But yeah, I mean it's definitely not my favorite of his films. I think The Shining, 2001: Space Odyssey, Clockwork Orange are better, but it's still pretty good. It was good. I'm glad I watched it. And I gotta say though, the soundtrack was really good. The piano
Mm,
music was very creepy, especially. So that was really cool.
yeah.
But yeah, that's cinema for you, Ben. That was funny. Um, but yeah, so that happened. But yeah, that was well, that's enough real life movie talk for now. But it was a good time. Glad we got to watch that. It was fun getting to. We got to bring back those Discord movie night calls. Those are fun.
Yeah.
So that was a good time. But moving on, Ben, I also wanted to mention that I started watching Code Geass. Hey, finally! So I'm
Finally.
now watching season 2 of Code Geass, and I missed it. I missed it. It was very much. It picks up like immediately, and you're back in the action, and it is so good. It really scratches that Death Note itch for me. I don't know which show
Really?
came out first, but I'm pretty sure it was Code Geass. But yeah, it
They came out around the same time.
probably, but Yeah, it was really good. It's been really good. Yeah, what do you mean? It scratches that Death Note for me, definitely. I think L and Lelouch are very similar characters. In the sense that they're two characters. I mean, maybe I'll hold my reservations till the end of when I finish Code Geass. I eventually want to give a full breakdown and thoughts of the show and analysis, but I think yeah, there's a lot of similarities between them, definitely. Especially with the whole sense of they're both like very intelligent characters who feel suppressed, and then they come into a lot of power very quickly that makes them almost like a godlike figure. And
Mhm.
so and then they kind of start to abuse that power a little and take it too far, is what it
That's fair,
seems
actually.
like is
That makes
happening.
sense.
Yeah. So, and I think that like even the whole arc of, although I will say Lelouch's wasn't intentional. This is spoilers for Death Note and Code Geass, I guess. I just the season two starts off with Lelouch kind of waking up, and or not waking up, but he's kind of living this like different lifestyle than how we left him at the end of season one. He has like a brother now all of a sudden, and is like a carefree like school student who has no recollection of Zero and the whole Dark
Wait,
Knights or Black
remind
Knights
me
arc.
how season one ended.
Season one ends with Lelouch and um, that other guy. I forget his name. His best friend when his
Zaku?
yeah his best childhood friend kind of meeting, and then it's revealed that he finds out that Lelouch is actually Zero, and then he threatens to turn him in, and then I think he shoots Lelouch in the head, but it just cracks his helmet, and then it reveals it's him, and that's kind of
Oh
where it
yeah.
ends. And so season two picks up apparently a year after, and Lelouch has like a brother now, and he's just a normal school student with that. I don't know that girl, that darker skinned girl who was a part working for what is it? Britain? Oh my god! I always just call him. I
Britannia.
was
I know what you're
yeah
talking about, Britannia.
yeah Britannia, and she's now like the school teacher at the school, and you're just like, what's going on? She was just working
Mhm.
for, and then it gets revealed that Lelouch, or I think Cece ends up touching Lelouch, and it gets revealed that Lelouch had his memories wiped by somebody with a whole different Gios, and
Oh.
then you're like, oh my god! And so then he gets his memories back, and then he is able to he becomes a badass once again, and immediately wipes out some other people with his Gios. But yeah, it's kind of I thought that was very similar to the whole arc in Death Note where
Oh yeah.
Light usually literally gets his, or did I say L? I meant Light whenever I was saying L.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if you meant
I
L or L.
definitely meant Light. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, no. Yeah, sorry, I meant Light. But yeah, I thought it was very similar to that arc in Death Note where Light ends up erasing his memories, and then he gets them back too, and then he's like, "Yes, it all went according to plan." But obviously, in Lelouch's case, it wasn't his choice to get his memories erased. But
Yeah.
still, I thought it was very cool, and I like it. I love how smart Lelouch is. We don't really see many animes like that, so it's fun. It's fun, and just seeing how he's gonna succeed. You always think he's caught in a corner, but he gets caught back up very quickly. So it's exciting. But I'm liking it. It's cool. I always forget that it kind of is like a mecha anime, but it doesn't really feel like it, but it kind of is.
Yeah, it is
So
technically
yeah, but
by name. That's it.
yeah. So mm, but yeah, I like it. And then I like a lot of the historical stuff of it too, and the whole I like Japanese nationality kind of being a big part of it.
Mhm.
So it's been fun. It's been a great watch, and I can't wait to give my full thoughts and reviews on it at some point, eventually in the future. So yeah, it's been good, Ben. I did you have a favorite character? Is it Lelouch? Is it just
Mhm.
yeah?
Just
So
Lelouch. Yeah.
that's good. That's good. But yeah, so it's been good so far, man. It's been good. Yeah, I'm on episode like what 6, so almost there. I think there's like what 24 episodes, so yeah, still got some to get
Season
through.
two?
Yeah,
Oh gosh. How many was in season one? 24?
yeah, they're both 24, I think.
Oh wow. I thought the whole series was like 24.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah, there's quite a bit. So yeah, it's exciting. I'm hearing people are saying this is supposed to be like top tier. So
It is.
Yeah,
Because season two
so
is really good.
yeah, it's. I
I
mean,
honestly,
season one was really good too. Not to put
the whole
any.
show's really good, but I feel like I remember more of what happened in season two than season one.
Mm, mm-hmm. That's fair. Yeah, season one is kind of just set up in what it seems like it's starting the revolution, but now it's kind of where
Mhm.
it's here, and so yeah. But season one ended. Oh, season one also ended on a good spot where Lelouch starts to lose control of his Gios, and I think it ends with him talking to that princess, and like he's actually coming to like a peace treaty term or something like that
Mhm.
with that princess, and then he like accidentally says like for her to kill herself or something like that, or to kill everybody or something like that. But
Mhm.
he doesn't actually mean to do that. So, um, yeah, his Gios activated, and now we're finally getting introduced to other Gioses. Apparently, like that his younger fake brother is apparently the ability to freeze time or like freeze a
Mhm.
person for a certain amount of time. So it's exciting, man. I'm very curious to see what other like the whole lore behind these Gios, and because especially because we don't really know where they come from yet, especially with CC and
I think they cover it.
oh, they have to. I hope so.
Yeah.
I'd be very curious to what that is. So yeah, that was my little update on Code Geass. I'll definitely have more updates as that goes along. But yeah. So that's that. But then we can get into our shows for the week. Ben, um,
Of
yeah,
course.
because I don't really think there was much anime news. I mean, did you see anything really going on? Um,
Mm, I don't think so.
yeah, I was gonna
I think
say.
things are, or the shows that are coming out soon, like in the spring season, they're starting to release like not teasers, but just like little images and whatnot of the characters, like
Hmm.
character designs and whatnot. That's really it. Nothing crazy.
Oh, that's right. I did want to ask you though, Ben. I know, maybe we could have a little segment in this show, for Invincible when it comes out. I know Invincible is going to be
Oh
airing.
yeah.
Invincible starts coming out Thursdays, so that'd be kind of cool, especially to add another show to talk about and to diversify a little bit from anime since there
Yeah.
hasn't been as many shows we'd like to talk about. So Invincible comes back Thursday. So if you guys want some Invincible, let us know, because it's been really good and season three is supposed to be crazy. So did you? I know you have the compendiums, Ben.
I do.
Have you cracked into those at all?
I read the first book.
Oh, actually, the
That's
whole
it.
book.
Yeah.
How closer is it? Cover more
It
than what we've seen?
no. I don't. I think
Oh,
it barely touches season two.
really?
Yeah.
The whole first compendium?
Hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah. From what I remember, I read it a while ago, but I don't. I haven't watched season two yet.
Oh, you need to get on
I
that,
just
man.
wasn't compelled to watch it for some reason.
What? Why?
I don't know. I'm more excited for season three. Like I don't even what even happened in season two. Like I was keeping up with it, and it felt like nothing happened.
Season two, we get the big reveal about. Well, it starts off with the brain dude who can travel the multiverse. That's a big
Yeah.
part of it, and then we also get reintroduced to not Homelander. Oh my gosh, Omni Man, and him being on a different planet, having a kid, and then the
Yeah.
Thraxons, I think that's what they were called. So we get to see that. Mark goes over there, and then
Hmm.
after that, we find out that Omni Man's the what are they called? What are the people called? I forget what they're called. Viltrumites. Viltrumites are coming to Earth and are trying to take it over. Then Mark gets into that fight with that one Viltrumite who ends up like rocking him and like
Hmm.
destroying him. So now Mark's like kind of all beat up, and then we see him fight Angstrom Levy, and that's like his first ever confirmed kill. Like he ends up
Yeah.
killing him, and that was huge. There's a lot of big stuff, man. We get some more stuff with
You
Adam
just
Eve.
explained the entirety of season two in like a minute.
Oh, but there's oh come on, Ben. There's you're the worst.
I just feel like it wasn't as hype as season one.
That's fair. That's fair. But I think season one was also riding on the hype of the fact that people didn't know what to expect. And then we get like the ending in the first episode of season one where it's all gore, and then nobody, and then we kind of the whole buildup of Omni Man being this villain and like the big reveal at the end of season 1 where he ends up fighting Mark. That's kind of a big deal,
Yeah,
right? And that's a lot to write off of, you know? So, but I think season 2 is good. I think it carried its weight. I think what also didn't help season 2 though, if we're being honest, is the fact that it had that 4 month hiatus where it took a that break. But this season they said they're not doing that. So I don't know, Ben. You're gonna have to trust me on this one, man. Um,
I
yeah.
know season three is gonna be good. I just didn't feel like watching season
So
two because
are you not gonna watch season 2 and then just watch season 3?
probably like I know what happens.
You're horrible. You're horrible. But fair enough. Like I can't. I don't know.
I think the most important thing that I need to know is that Mark went into the Fortnite universe.
This is true. Yeah, that
Took the
does happen.
sniper.
Yep, that does happen for a second. I forgot about
That's all
that.
I needed to know.
Yep, that's canon. Oh, but we also get more on the love story. Oh, Mark breaks up with Amber finally, and then it looks like he might get with Eve at the end, but then he doesn't. So that happened. So there's stuff, Ben. There's material there. You just gotta.
I don't care about that.
Oh my gosh, you're ridiculous. But yeah, so season 3 comes out Thursday, so we probably will be covering that if you guys want some of that because I'm very much looking forward to that. Because yeah, that's one of my favorite television shows out right now. But speaking of that, Ben, Severance is also out. We're just talking about all TV shows right now.
I guess so.
Um, yeah, I forget. Have you seen Severance? No, right?
I'm caught up.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
You're caught up. You've been watching Severance?
hmm
Oh, what have you thought of it? Have you? Because I heard I
I
was.
I binged it in a weekend, season one,
Oh,
when I
wonderful.
was down in Corpus,
Mm-hmm.
and then season two started coming out. I've been watching it.
Thoughts?
I think it's really good. I like
I
it.
love it so much. This episode,
Really
it's
good.
crazy how they've already said like they're making a season 3, but like the stuff that's happening right now feels like it's Endgame, like Endgame stuff.
Right?
So I don't know how it's gonna go. For those of y'all who don't know what we're talking about a show called Severance. It's on Apple TV with Adam Scott, and it's a drama thriller about. I really love the concept of it, and if like society would be okay with that, I don't think they would. But it's pretty much the concept of you're able to have your mind what they call severed, where you're basically split into two personalities. And this company called Lumen uses it for work. So every time you walk into this building, your mind basically shifts to this other severed version of you, and you have no recollection of what is going on in this other world. And so you walk into a building at like 9 a.m., then all your next memory is you walking out at 5 p.m., but you're actually living a whole life inside this building from 9 to 5. And so it's a very cool show that deals with, I don't know, corruption and a business. I don't know, it deals with a lot of cool concepts, especially with workplace trauma and things like that, and then life trauma as well. So I like it a lot. I don't know if I sold that well, but um, it's really good. So if you guys want to check that out, dang, I didn't know you were watching it. I would have been talking about you with it a lot more. That's
To
so
be fair,
cool.
this was like last week,
Oh,
last weekend when I started it and finished it and
I'm
caught up.
so jealous that you got it. But I've been wait. I watched this sophomore year of
Oh,
college.
really?
Yes, yes. I mean, to be
Yeah, I know
fair,
it came out in 2022.
yeah. I was gonna say to be fair, I binged it all as well in 2022. But that was again almost 3 years ago. So
Yeah.
I've been waiting a while for this, and yeah, it's been really good. It's been really good. So for those of y'all out there who haven't watched Severance, go check it out. It's on Apple TV. It's really good. I don't even have Apple TV. I'm watching it with a friend, but it's worth it. It's worth it. It's a really good show.
It's
The
really good.
actors are all incredible. I love all of them. They do a great job. But we're gonna have to talk to you about theories and ideas. Oh my god, that's exciting. But yeah, we don't. That's for another time. So yeah, let's talk about anime, Ben. Let's get back to the to what this channel's about. So, um, hmm, would you like to give us some updates on Doctor Stone? I know you're watching that.
They're in America right now. Pretty cool.
What?
Yeah, they're in America.
Like they swam? They.
They made a boat
Oh, that's pretty
and they
cool.
did the whole Columbus route and they went to America.
What? That's cool. So it was I know Doctor Stone. The concept is that everybody was turned to stone for a while, And did that happen to everywhere in the world?
Yeah, the entire world.
Okay,
But
interesting.
the thing is like there is a like natural solution that dissolves the rock, or
Hmm.
it undoes the petrification essentially. And so the main character, Senku, he was petrified, or like over time, he was put in a spot where that fluid was like naturally just dripping on him. So he kind of came undone. And the entire time he was keeping track, like he was conscious. They're all like conscious, but they're like dead. It's really weird. Um, so he's keeping track of time, and so he's counting the seconds, and it was like 3,700 years had passed before he woke up. And so his whole thing is that he wants to revive the whole world because he wants to like mass produce this solution that undoes people.
Hmm.
And so basically that's what the whole plot is, like trying to build up a community and revive people that will help him do that. And so there's a whole like throughout the 3 seasons that there have been, it's like slowly growing up their community and their civilization. And so now at the point where they have enough people where they can start mass producing it, but they need the main source of it, which is corn. They need corn, and so corn is in California apparently. So they made a
Mm.
boat and they went to America.
Dang,
And
that's
they're looking
pretty
for
cool.
corn.
Is there like a lot of action in it? Is it an action?
Yes,
Oh, it
yes,
is. Okay.
yeah. That's what
Cause
it is
are they
primarily.
fighting? Are they fighting other people or?
Yeah,
Oh.
like when they were still in Japan, like the main plot point is one of the people that he revives didn't want to revive everyone because they're like the world's just gonna go back to how corrupt it was. So we're gonna pick and choose who we revive, and then we're just gonna kill everyone else.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay. That actually sounds really cool.
it is good. It's very good.
And is there like is it grounded in the sense of like does anyone have superpowers or anything like that or no?
The only
So
like the only kind of out there thing so far is um like how everyone got petrified. Like they explain that, but if you're gonna watch it,
yeah, yeah.
won't touch on that.
Yeah, you don't have to. Because I do
But
definitely want to try and watch it.
that's
Okay.
the only thing that they haven't, like they told us how it happened,
Hmm.
but they haven't explained
Yeah, I get you.
how, yeah.
I get it. I get you. That's cool. That's sick. Okay. Well, I hope it's going well. I hope you're enjoying it. I definitely want to check it out soon. So that's really cool. I heard it's a very smart show. So definitely, definitely seems very cool. But yeah, I guess we could get into our other shows. But before we do that, Ben, I remember talking to you a while ago about 100 Girlfriends.
Oh great.
It's been pretty funny. It's keeping up. It's a funny show, and it's just very funny. Sorry, I'm enjoying it a lot. And I remember we talked about how I think it's on chapter almost 200, and he is up to 39 girlfriends in the manga, and people are saying that they introduced a girl an average of 9 chapters now. It used to be 5, but because he's getting so many girlfriends now, he has to spend more time with each of them. So
Mhm.
it's harder to do that with obviously more girls, so they've had to increase the chapter length between girlfriends. So Ben, if I was a betting man, I don't know if he's gonna hit 100 before the show
I think
ends.
so.
I think they're gonna have to come up with a creative way to say like, sorry, he
Maybe
tried, he got
Otaku's just bored
Mhm.
and he wants to occupy
Yeah.
his life with something.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just think that's really funny. But yeah, it's a good rom-com. But speaking of rom-coms, Ben, is this like did you fully give up on Blue Box? Is it like done
I'm
so?
gonna wait till it's finished
Okay. Okay, then I will
and
refrain
binge
from
it. I
talking
think.
about it much, but oh, it's getting spicy. It's getting
Is
spicy.
it?
It's just
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, feelings are definitely being noticed and It's good. It's good. I'm
I
liking it a
heard.
lot. So it's really good. A lot of drama, a lot of drama. So it's good. But yeah, I love it. It still is good. And oh my god, I've just the more I've been waiting for Chainsaw Man, the more I like have just been like coping with Blue Box because like I said, I think Reze is the same voice actor who plays Chinatsu. So
Oh,
it's just wow. So that's been fun. But yeah, it's a great show. Still continuing to be good, Ben. I think we're gonna have discussions soon, Ben, about where it ranks in top romance because this is.
really?
I think what's just so nice about it is that it's so realistic compared to other animes, rom coms.
Hmm.
Like obviously, My Dress Up Darling and Married Couple and stuff like that is very fun, but there's a sense of like you're like okay, like But this seems
Yeah.
very much grounded, like very realistic. So I think like that, like your Horimiya's do a good job. Like it kind of separates them a bit. So yeah, it's good. It's very good. But I just saw they added 5 centimeters apart on Netflix again. So I was thinking of watching
That's
that.
cool.
Have you seen it?
No,
Neither have I. Maybe we can watch it sometime if you want to cry together or laugh. I
I
don't know.
think
I don't
it's.
know if it's a sad movie actually.
I think it is
I
sad.
think so too. But yeah. Okay, we won't get into Blue Box then, but we can get into Sakamoto Days. Did you watch Sakamoto Days?
I
Okay,
did.
great. Because I almost did not watch it, but I watched it like an hour before this recording, so it's fresh in my mind. Um, Thoughts?
Still hasn't caught on to me. I don't know.
That's fair.
There's something about it I can't pinpoint exactly. I don't know why I'm not like.
Do you think it's the art style or like the
Art style
animation?
is weird.
It is weird, right? It's
Yeah.
it feels very much this is so like I don't know because it's obviously a
Like a fan
cartoon.
animation sometime.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it feels like it's gonna be weird me saying this, but it feels like a cartoon. But
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
yeah, in the sense of I don't know, like you compare it to something like a solo leveling or like no, I guess solo leveling's not a good comparison. I don't know what's like a Mob Psycho, I guess. Mob Psycho feels like like an anime, but this feels like a cartoon, and
Yeah.
I think that has something to do with. I really can't put like pinpoint what's wrong with it, but it just feels a little odd, and that's because like I'm enjoying it. Like I still enjoy it. I think I'm gonna finish it, but it feels off. It really does. I can't put my finger on it either, but I know exactly what you're talking about. And it's such a weird feeling, but
Yeah.
yeah, like just seeing the characters move, Sakamoto himself, like just the background too. It's all kind of like a little odd. It feels like very uncanny. I don't know if uncanny's.
Yeah.
I guess uncanny might be the right word.
I don't know. I don't. So it's an interesting show.
Especially because I like the plot. It seems like on paper it has a really cool story. I think it's a cool plot about a bunch of assassins kind of coming after this guy who's a retired assassin who found a family. I like how he's very family oriented. I think it's funny. I think it is funny too. Like that's why I'm like I don't understand like the bit where the assassin in this episode is like trying to talk to him and then the bit at the end when it's in the flashback and he's like, "Who are you?" Even though he'd been talking with him like the whole time
Yeah.
is very funny. Like I laughed. And but I just like yeah, like I'm not sitting here looking for like if he told me like next episode got canceled, I wouldn't be like, "Ah." I'd just kind of be like, "Okay, I'll wait."
I just don't. I can't imagine what the overarching like plot is.
Yeah.
Like I get that he's retired and he's like kind of dipping his toes back into things and people are getting
Mhm.
upset and they want to kill him, but if the show's just gonna be people like assassins coming after him time and time again, I don't. That's not.
No, I agree. I don't think it.
Not
I
gonna be
don't think it will
enjoyable.
be. It can't be that. It can't be.
I just don't know what else it could be.
Well, we're gonna have to wait and
Let's like
see.
kill his daughter or something.
Are you going to? At this rate, are you going to finish the season?
I'll finish it. I'm gonna
Okay.
finish it like regardless,
Okay.
but
Okay.
I think it's just it, finishing it like weekly or just binging it. or like waiting for it to come out and then binging it. I think I'll
That's the
give it a few
question.
episodes because I'm
Yeah.
really like I'll watch Solo Leveling and I'll watch Doctor Stone, and then I'll be like, okay, I have to watch Sakamoto. But it's not like
Yeah.
sometimes I'll be like, oh, I forgot to watch Sakamoto, and go
Hmm.
and watch it real quick.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It feels like a chore. No, whereas when Solo Leveling drops, I'm like, yeah, like let's lock in. Um, yeah, that's fair. I think that's exactly how I feel. We've shared that sentiment for the last couple of weeks. I wish I knew. Well, I wish I knew why that was because, like I said, it seems fun, but yeah, I think it's my attachment with the characters. I think that's what it is. I don't think the characters. I'm gonna compare it to Solo Leveling. I don't think they have aura, dude. I don't, and that's what's crazy too is that I think that Sakamoto should have aura, but he just doesn't for me. I think that's because the way his character is made, he's supposed to be like this very very cool guy, and I think the whole punchline is just that look, he's fat now, and like that's funny, but
yeah,
like that's not enough to keep me hooked. I think the none of the main characters really attached to me. I think the fact that he doesn't talk much doesn't help at all. I think it's kind of hard to have a main character protagonist who doesn't talk much, and like, the other characters we kind of don't really see how their relationship works. Like, and this other character Shin, I think that's his name, Shin.
yeah,
He is like supposed to be apparently that him and Sakamoto work together, but the way like Sakamoto treats him was kind of like he doesn't really even know who he is, and like they're workmates
yeah,
apparently, and he looks like a child, and Sakamoto looks like an old man. So it's like I mean it's just kind of my belief is like very stretched very thin. Obviously it's an anime, but still I don't know. Like I just said, the characters don't really seem to aren't like if one of them died, I'd be like, dang, but I wouldn't be like heartbroken yet.
yeah,
So I really think it's the main characters because I think that's also a problem I had with Spy Family. I never got really attached to the main characters besides Anya. So, and I think the whole plot, like I said, I think that's what kind of started me off with being hyped for Spy Family was because I liked the idea of it being a story about a spy and then an assassin who don't know each other as a spy and an assassin and them getting married. And I'm like, okay, this seems great on paper. And then it kind of just like would progress into like an enemy of the week and then like oh look
yeah,
you're so goofy like why do you have like cake all over your face and it's just like well it's like that gets old quick and which I think
yeah.
is hopefully doesn't happen here but it seems like it's very much in that same vein. I think that's what my issue is. I'm proud of myself. I think I think I clocked that. But so yeah, that's Sakamoto days. But the intro's growing on me though. I will say that.
I
But
don't like intro.
well, you know an intro I do like, Ben. Solo Leveling.
I don't really like this one either.
I think it's just
I like
because
the
it's
first
Lisa.
season a lot better.
Oh yeah, the first season intro was amazing. It's definitely still better. But yeah, I guess we can talk about Solo Leveling now. Ben, I think we found our new best girl. Um, and I'm not gonna lie, I forgot. Is it Hina? That's Hina, right? The girl with the sniffing problem, or like this the nose. The
Oh,
is her name Hina?
yeah, for that I have no idea. Side
Uh,
character moment.
yeah. So, anyways, we get introduced to her in this episode finally, and once again, she
Oh, what?
seems to be
It's like
just.
Chai Hun or something.
Okay,
One
there
that's
was an
the name.
H. Yeah, there was an H. But yeah, um, she got introduced, and it was great. It was cool getting to see her. Her nose problem's interesting, and it's very cool to see how just like everybody else, she's also obsessed with Jinwoo, and I, I mean, I love it, dude. I love the vibes of this show so much. It is the cliffhanger at the end was amazing. It's just so good. Like the vibes are there. Like Jinwoo is like finally he's literally feels like he's come full circle since the very first episode working now with the team again. who he seems to be enjoying his time with and seeing that he could build a relationship with. And for him to then get dragged into the situation where he goes into a portal and is now trapped inside with these other lower ranking hunters that are all getting ambushed and attacked, and he's the one stepping in and saving all of them. It's
Mm.
awesome. Like it's so cool. And yeah, I love it. I love it, dude. So I mean, not much else to say, Ben, is that solo leveling has been really good consistently. And like I said, the cliffhanger is really strong. We get to see him. I mean, Ben, I hope it is an absolute bloodbath next episode. I'm very
It
excited.
will be.
I think it is going to be just disastrous for the enemies. So pretty much in this episode, Jinwoo is a part of a mining expedition team, which we saw last episode. But then this episode, he continues working with them a second day, and ends up getting requested to go into a gate, a portal to help out some hunters carry some stuff, and he so kindly obliges to help out, volunteering himself. And then the hunters all get ambushed by these ridiculously stronger opponents, and then they agree to be their captures, or to be captured by them, and then taken to their leader. So yeah, yeah, and then there's like hundreds and hundreds of them that we are seeing surrounding them. So I'm
Mhm.
I'm curious, man, if Jinwoo's about to go ape and awaken his undead army to just wreck some stuff, dude. I'm excited, Ben.
The only thing that I don't like about solo leveling is I feel like they made him feel too strong. Like
Yeah.
I don't feel like he's gonna lose. Like I know he's not gonna lose,
Yeah,
which
no.
is
Well, but see, I don't think that's a bad thing.
I mean it's
Especially
just
with how
like
the story's been going so far. I haven't had a problem with him being like too OP yet, which I think is a good thing. I don't know how that's been for you. Maybe you
I just feel
disagree.
like there aren't enough stakes.
Well,
Like for the
okay.
other people, they're like, okay, yeah, we're probably gonna die, but for him, I don't feel like
Well,
it's as much of a challenge for him.
but I think that's kind of like what I think is so cool about it is how he's still trying to hide everything. He's still trying to hide this persona. So I think that's the challenging part for him. And I think that's been my
Mhm.
favorite part of it is that he's still kept it kind of a mystery that he's this strong. And seeing people's reaction has been my favorite part of it. And when they're like, "Oh my gosh, it's like everybody is underestimating him," and then he's finally able to like go like ballistic, and everybody's reaction is just like, "How is this possible?" And then we're just witnessing like a sheer like ungodly amount of power being displayed, which is really cool, I think. So that's been my favorite part of it. I mean, I don't think you can, because I mean, look at a show like One Punch Man. I mean, we know he's not going to lose. I haven't
Oh
read the
yeah,
manga, but um, I don't think you necessarily need that to be the case. So, um, but yeah, I've been finding the joy in it, and yeah, that whole they don't believe he's gonna use that strong, and then he disproves them. That's why I thought one of my favorite parts of this episode is the hunter's comment, one of the mage's comments, and is like, "Oh, like this guy just saved all of us, but he obviously didn't want us to know it, and he's acting like he
yeah.
didn't do anything. Like, I wonder what's his deal, but I guess I'll hold off and not say anything." I'm like, "Ooh, okay, so now she might confront him later, and how might this affect other people finding out about who he really is?" That's why I thought it was very cool when we see the OP hunter Hun show up, and she smells him and is like, "Oh, he smells good actually. He doesn't smell like other
Mm.
hunters." So it's cool. I like it. And then we still got the backstory, or the hidden lore about his dad maybe being a magical beast. So
Mhm.
there's a lot of stuff cooking in the background too, Ben. So it's been good.
Yeah.
It's been gravy.
I think I just need to fight the season that shows that he's not that strong. Because like last season there's Igris,
Mm-hmm.
and even this season he's like, yeah, if Igris is using his sword, I probably wouldn't win.
Mm-hmm.
I just need one of those guys. Maybe this new guy is like that, but I don't feel like he
I
is.
don't either. He doesn't seem that intimidating.
Yeah.
But honestly, I kind of thought the elf, the elf, ice elf, was gonna be that. But It hasn't yet, but I think we will. I think we'll get somebody soon. I think
Hmm.
especially once his dad. I want to see him fight. There has to be a point where he fights an actual hunter, right? One of the S ranks. So I'm assuming that's going to be when we get a fight. Hopefully, I hope, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Um, I'm curious too to see. We haven't really focused at all, really, this season on his magical his like this is the whole like power scaling thing. I don't know what you would call it, but the thing that his ability to like that makes it all seem like a game. That like whole
Yeah.
we haven't really focused on that much. So I'm curious if eventually that's going to come back into play and we're going to cuz you know how obviously there's been the memes of him like like oh, it's telling him to do this with his sister. But like in the
Not
sense of
nice.
no, but I mean in the sense of like I don't, that machine, I want to see that come back into play, and maybe ask him to do something like, oh, kill someone, like
Hmm.
kill someone and like I want to see if that's going to come into play because I think that's also how you add more stakes to everything, and to see how far he's willing to go. Because as of right now, it's kind of been not easy on him because it hasn't, but it's been something to where you can this is easily progressive to make you stronger. But I wanted to see if maybe this machine is kind of a lot more evil than we think, and is like going to be eventually like, oh, kill 10 people now or something like that. Your daily
Yeah.
objective is to kill 10 people, or like and be see how he'll be like, oh my god, wait, I can't kill these people, or something like that. Um,
Hmm.
I think that'd be interesting to see how he handles that situation. So that would be something that I hope to see by the end of the season, or at least something along the lines of the machine coming back in. I'm just going to call it the machine. That's the only thing I could think of. The system, I guess. The system. I want to
Yeah.
see how the system comes back into play. So that's one thing I would like to see return for solo leveling. But yeah, um, that's really all the stuff I got for solo leveling. Ben, any other thoughts?
I think so. Not for this week. I'm excited for next week's episode. They
Oh,
released a preview for it.
okay. Oh, the Grammys are tonight, Ben.
Interesting. Will not be watching.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're not watching because you're here.
Are they like on right now?
Yeah.
No.
Yep. Um, so yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today's episode. That's pretty much all I got. Um, yeah, it's kind of a slower week. Not much news going on. But hopefully we're starting February, Ben. So I wonder if there's any. I don't think there's any big shows coming out this month. Um, but
I think most shows start coming out April. I think
April.
that's the start of the spring season.
Mm.
Late March or April.
Oh, I think they just announced that Oshinoko season 3 is going to be coming in 2026. So,
Gosh.
did you ever watch that show, Ben?
No.
No, I remember I was talking about it, and you were like, "Maybe you shouldn't wait." I don't know, but you were like,
I keep seeing weird panels and I don't want to watch. It scared me away.
"It scares you away."
Yeah, I don't think I would want to experience watching that.
That's fair. I also saw that the Lego is making a One Piece Lego set,
Great.
so we'll not be
Out of
buying.
any show.
What do you think, Ben? Did you hear some rumors? I heard some rumors. I don't know how true it was, but somebody about some more Fortnite anime skins coming out soon. Um, did you hear anything about that or no?
No.
No. Okay. I don't know if that it might have probably was fake. You never know though with Fortnite. Um, so yeah, who knows? But yeah, regardless, it's been a pretty good episode. I liked our talk discussion. But yeah, for more stuff, if you guys want more types of videos, let me know. I'm trying, Ben. I want to slowly, since I've had a bit more free time this semester, I want to try and upload at least 2 videos a week instead of just one. So
Oh.
we'll see. We'll see if that works out. But that's my goal for 2025, um, to become a dual weekly channel. So yeah, and then plus the shorts as well. So
You know, a thought I had.
what was that?
Why is bi-weekly every 2 weeks?
We talked about this, Ben, and I asked you that
Oh, was that
question.
us?
Yes.
Okay.
Isn't that it's like I never understood that either. Why is bi? Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
get that. It makes no sense. It really doesn't.
I don't know.
Because you think that bi-weekly means twice a week, but it means every other week.
Bi-weekly.
Like your
I don't
paycheck
know.
is
I think it
bi-weekly.
has something to do with weekly.
Yeah,
Weekly.
because I guess bi is the
Two.
two, so 2 weeks. But that's just that sounds wrong. Uni weekly.
I don't know. Food for thought, I guess.
So yeah, I would try weekly. Or I guess maybe it's like well, I wouldn't 2 times 1, but now I was like 2 times 1 would be two.
What?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm tripping, man. It's been a long weekend. We got a fun week ahead of us. But yeah, I hope you guys had a great rest of your weekend and happy.
Hope everyone had a horrible weekend.
Okay, that's a little rude.
There's two sides to every coin.
That's
I
fair.
have to be the other side.
That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to February. Hopefully we have a great month. January is already over. We are 1/12.
Longest month of my life.
Was it actually?
January was so long.
Junior year. You mean January?
January.
Okay, you said junior year. Was January? Well, that's because you're right, Ben. Actually, because like the Colorado trip was in January too. That feels like
Right? That was the longest month I have ever experienced, I think.
yeah. That was That's because my roommate just went to Mississippi for a tournament for something.
Hmm.
Um, and they drove from where we're at to Mississippi, and it's a 12-hour drive. And
Oh,
so I was like, dude, like the Colorado trip was still longer than that, and that's because most of us driving was in Texas. Texas is a
honestly,
massive
the driving
state.
part of that trip was not bad.
It
Like,
really
it went by really
wasn't.
fast.
I was very proud of us. Like we did really good, especially like the fact that we didn't really stop much at all.
Yeah.
Um, I still think back to that time at Amarillo, in Amarillo,
Even it's hard with that
but
stupid burger. I told my dad to go there because he was working in Colorado, so
mhm,
I still had his snowboarding stuff. So he was passing through here, so I gave it to him.
mhm.
I was like, you should stop at was it Brahms? Bronze or whatever?
Brahms, yeah,
I was like, you should stop at the one in Amarillo. Because he had been there before, but not I was describing the one in Amarillo like it was a grocery store too or
yeah.
something. I was like, you should go there. And he's
What
like,
an
I've never seen that.
what an odd concept for a restaurant. Can we talk about that? Like, I don't, I,
That was actually the weirdest part. That was
why
actually the weirdest
is
thing I've ever seen.
who would go to like that just to get groceries? Like
I don't know.
I don't.
They're probably wasting so much money stocking that place up.
Is that a good business model? I don't think it is,
No,
right?
it's terrible. They have to be losing money.
They have to be. Like I'm so sure that's awesome. It's just like they can't. I don't.
There's no way they're not losing money.
Yeah. I'm like no way people go in here. Like, is it like
Why
trying
would
to be
people go
like?
there instead of
Yeah.
a
Is
grocery
it like
store?
I'm trying to think if it's like wants to be like a mini Target. Like you know how Target had the like little restaurants too, but it's just like
But Brahms or whatever is a burger like ice cream
yeah.
place.
I guess it's
So I
that
don't understand
first.
why they added.
A grocery store.
This is a very passionate subject for me, Joseph. I'm sorry.
Why? Is it?
I think it's so
No,
stupid.
I agree. I think it is stupid as well. We're never getting sponsored by Brahms, but
I don't want to. I would decline the sponsorship
okay, that's wild.
just because of that stupid burger.
Yeah, that was crazy. I don't know.
Segment.
Um, oh, I need to tell you, there's a new place called Terry Black's that is here in Fort Worth, Ben, and I am very excited. I'm gonna go try it in March. I guess I didn't talk about that, but I'm going to a Call of Duty League event tournament in March.
Mhm.
I'm very excited. The first major one just concluded today, and your boy FaZe just won the tournament. It was very crazy, Ben. They reverse swept a team in the semifinals. They reverse swept, and then they rematched this team in the finals, Ben, and it went to a game 7, and because it's best of 7, but they went to a game 7, and it came down to literally the final round. So round 7 of the game 7 or round 5,
Mhm.
round 6, round 5, 6 or 7 in the final. in the game 7. It was crazy. It was insane, and they won. So it was wild. It's fun, dude.
I
I'm
think
very excited to go to the second major.
I'm gonna start a petition to let hackers into tournaments.
Why would you
Were
do
you
that?
in? Were you in the call the other day when we were talking about this?
Uh-uh.
I think it was Matthew. Matthew was talking about the state of Black Ops 6 and how like
Hmm.
the top 100 is just filled with
Oh,
hackers
okay. I was
and the
there for
best
that. Yeah,
player.
the top
Yeah,
250. Yeah, it's insane.
I find that hilarious.
Hmm.
But I think you know peak performance is people hacking, right?
I disagree.
Put a bunch of hackers into a lobby and see who wins.
I don't
Then
think anyone would win.
why? Someone has to win. There
I,
has to be a winner.
I think it would just come down to who's the fastest at hacking. So if that would be the skill it's testing more so
It's not
than.
like a thing you're actively doing though. You just have hacks.
But there's hacks that can like manipulate scores and
Okay, well,
can.
obviously not that kind of hacks.
So you think just like aimbot and things like that, or like
Yeah, nice.
I
I think that'd
guess
be more interesting than anything else.
I disagree entirely.
No, it would
I
actually be
just
interesting.
completely disagree. That's a
Because they're
ridiculous
probably
take.
already good players.
That's
Now they have hacks.
that is not true.
Never know.
Um, I will say though, how do you like? What is the process of hacking? Like I know, like on Black Ops 2, I think what do they call like an RGA? Is that what it's called? RG something? I don't know. You need like a board, and then I don't know. But how do you hack? Do you have to like I don't know. I was wondering if you could break
Um,
down the because I know you deal with that
really,
stuff.
all it is modifying the game files, and you have a software that can like communicate with the game engine and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what anti-cheat does. It sees if like
The files are
any part of the
corrupted
game
or
is being
manipulated.
actively modified and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot for communicating with it. There's ways around it, obviously, but yeah, that's.
And so
So,
is it in I guess following those layman terms, the way like hackers get over that is by having a better like skill set than or something that can hack better than the game engine.
I mean, most of these people they use the same stuff.
Hmm.
It's not like each one is completely different.
But then how I don't see how then that would be
Like
an
you're
easy.
limited to what's in the game as well. Like
Correct.
that's it's not like one hacker is gonna be better than the other. Like they all have access to the same thing.
No,
They can
I
change.
agree, but then at that point you don't think you would I feel like it'd be easy then to stop those hackers, right?
Well, yeah, but there's there's a lot of different ways to do
The same thing.
one thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes
and they
sense.
fix it, and then people,
Discover
they
a new
spend
one.
time figuring it out so they can sell it to other people and make money off of it. So
Wow, that's wild. That's pretty cool. The more you know, man. Business. But yeah,
it's about money.
everything is about money. Makes the world go round, Ben. Makes the world go round.
It does.
So, yeah. But all right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you all for watching episode 111 of the Otaku Brothers podcast. Here's to 111 more. So we will see you guys next week. Thank you all for watching. We hope you guys have a great night. Like, subscribe. We love you all, and stay frosty. That scared the crap out of me. We'll see y'all later.
What?
Arrivederci.
Bye bye.
Boom!